Hello and welcome. This is a Centrex Software Embedded Finance Software Solutions demo. Let's go ahead and get started. Here at Centrex Software, we are a large ecosystem of fintech products and services from CRM, LOS, servicing, payment processing, digital wallets, mobile apps, a lot of technology here at Centrex Software. And one of our products is an embedded finance operational software platform. This is where embedded finance organizations can use Centrex Software and its ecosystem as a core hub for all its operations, all its data, all its servicing, all its documents, and it can communicate with its embedded lending features. So let's go ahead and take a look. One of the things that we have here at Centrex Software is a very robust API. So if you come to the website, click on developers, you'll see the API button here, and you can either view the entire documentation or you can see some of our more popular endpoints like electronic signature, transactions, advances, loans, documents. Okay, and these API can be created and activated in the admin tab under REST API. Okay, it has to be turned on for each Centrex Software account, and then you have the ability to associate those keys with any developer that you may wish. Okay, what's great about that is this is what allows you to communicate with the Centrex Software core operating system and all its objects for your embedded lending organization. Okay, so a product example or a client example that we have here at Centrex Software is an organization called Pava. Pava is an embedded lending organization. They have their products embedded in e-commerce platforms where you can buy now and pay later through the Pava program. And each time Pava requests data or wants to process a payment or needs to upload a document, they're communicating with the Centrex Software API. Okay, so you can go over to pava.com and you can kind of look at their organization and their product. But at the end of the day, they're utilizing heavily the Centrex Software API to manage all of the Pava business, the entire embedded lending business. Okay, so at the end of the day, we have a contact. You have to start with a contact. All of these objects can be created via API. And at the contact level, you essentially have everything relative to this borrower, whether it be a consumer loan or advance or a business loan or advance. So you're going to see your overall history, any advances on file, if this is an advanced product, or any loans on file, if this is a loan product, and we'll come back to those here in just a second. Any calls that have been made through the system via API or manually or through a dialer, any emails that were sent to the client, you can always see the content of the email and when the client opened the email, any notes that you have on file with this customer, and you can notify other users on notes. You've got note types and templates. There's a full email marketing and text message marketing platform built into Centrex Software. So if this contact has gotten caught up in multiple email marketing campaigns, you'll see that here. You have complete text messaging communication with Centrex Software contacts, right? So you can come here and you can see the entire conversation all via text message. You have an entire document management platform built into Centrex. And again, all of this is available in the Centrex API. Okay, you can generate documents, you can send documents out for electronic signature, and you can upload documents on file as well. Okay, when you generate documents in the software, the document does have to be in the Master's Docs tab. This is where all your templates will reside. And as you upload and build out templates, we can drag and drop fields over those templates, signature fields, free form fields, whatever it may be. You've got a lot of settings for these documents. And then again, from that contact level, within this particular contact, I can come into documents and I can generate documents, send docs out for e-sign, and all this can again also be done via API. Okay, you have your event system. So this is a calendar event system, which will reside on your calendar. You can always dismiss calendar events, give it a result, and then add more data on file for this contact if you wish. You also have a full task manager built in the software. You can associate tasks to the borrower, and that's also included in the API as well. Okay, so you can create a task that says, I need documents, I need a phone call, I need whatever it may be, and that shows up in their client portal or whatever portal you decide to build via API. Okay, you've got credit card file, you've got bank account on file, you can pull credit and list any debts that this borrower may have on file from the bureaus, and then we have lender matchmaking built into our software as well, where you can add lenders, their criteria points if you're a broker and brokering these deals off to lending institutions. You can see those lenders here. Okay, if you want to use some of Centrex Software's technology, we have our own customer portal that you can have access to. You can see it under features, a lot of other webhook and integration technology, integrations with Google Maps, for example, to see where this organization is, any click-to-call features, any quick email features that you want to send to clients. This is an entire operating system designed for embedded lending organizations with heavy use on the API. Okay, so back to the advances in the loans tab. If you're an embedded lending organization and you're offering an advanced product, you have the ability here to see all the advances on file for a contact. Of course, you can create a new advance. I can come into an existing advance, and there's a lot of different data points here, completely all built out from an advanced perspective. Again, all of this is within the API, endpoints in the API where you can set these at the API level. You can pull data from these at the API level if you want to build out your own portals from an advanced perspective. Okay, back to Al's Laundry service here, the actual contact. You also have a loan on file. So if you're an embedded lending organization and you are offering loan products, same concept. I can see my loans here. I can jump into this particular loan, see the status of this loan as it goes through its life cycle. A lot of different tabs here for loans. And then, of course, you have offers here at the bottom where you can inject inside this offer everything you need to produce an amortization schedule. Okay, you can calculate this schedule. You can see the AM chart, which is a tag also in the API, see what that amortization schedule chart looks like, and then, of course, any commissions you have on file, and does the borrower want to accept this offer. Okay, so this is where you would see in the API objects for loans and both advances. Okay, another product we have for our embedded lending organizations here at Centrex Software on the website, if you go over developers, click on custom reporting. Every 15 minutes, we sync a database over to a Snowflake warehouse. And it gives you the ability to access that Snowflake warehouse and run any queries you typically want against that copy database. This is typically for heavy analytics and heavy reporting, but at the end of the day, embedded lending companies are using it not only to use the Centrex core operating system, but to also pull data from that copy database to run their embedded lending organization. Okay, if you want to have a more in-depth demo with Centrex Software, go ahead, jump over to the website, click on Request a Demo, fill out the form. A Centrex Software specialist will be in contact with you, and we can answer any questions that you may have. This is a Centrex Software demo for embedded lending here at Centrex Software.